everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda, and today I am going to be planting some garlic. I've already planted some garlic this season, but I am going to plant more because I found out that I had more garlic in the house than we're going to be eating anytime soon. So instead of just letting it lay inside the house, I decided I would bring it out, plant it in the garden, and then I would come out as I need to harvest some garlic, because you can't harvest your garlic before June or July. Once those heads make up, it's just if you want them to store, you want to go ahead and get them as big as you possibly can. But we'll be also eating some of those cloves if we need them before June or July. So I'm going to plant them in the bed that I poured the potting mix in the other day to cover up the weeds. And I was trying to figure out where I could plant them. And well, recently I had decided I wanted to put all of my garlic over in the back part of the garden, since we weren't going to be harvesting it until late summer. And that way it wouldn't be in the front of the garden, and just in case a lot of weeds or something were growing around it, or just because it would kind of be in the way if you're not harvesting that bed, you're not planting anything in that bed. I wanted it to be at the back of the garden. Well, that has not seemed like it's worked out in this case. I am about to have some garlic in the front of the garden, so it'll be okay. I'm just gonna have to make sure I keep it weeded or mulched. I'll be mulching it, but and yeah, I'll try to keep it weedy, y'all. It's hard. I told you with those two beds how they always are the ones that are filled with weeds. Well, I got two more over here that was a problem also, because y'all remember my nephew Marvin came and helped me to get the weeds out of those. So weeds are a part of gardening, but don't let that deter you. If you're a new gardener, don't let the weeds deter you from gardening, because there are other ways that you can garden and you can combat those weeds without being out there constantly pulling. Because I don't want to say something negative about gardening and cause someone to not want to be gardening. And while we're talking about that, if you have not started gardening yet, think about it for a moment and figure out what your real reason is for not starting some sort of garden. If you like the produce that can come out of the garden, what is your reason for not gardening? Because I know a lot of people say that they live in an apartment, but if you live in an apartment, if you can just get a small container, a pot, I wouldn't say a 5-gallon bucket, because some apartments may not allow you to have a 5-gallon bucket sitting out there because they want things to look a certain way. So if you're dealing with that, get a beautiful pot and put something in it that is that you like. If it's some greens or a tomato plant. And that's another thing. I've had people that I have talked to about gardening. They will say, well, like right now we're in the fall winter and we're growing brassicas. And they say, well, I would like to grow some tomatoes. And I was like, well, this is not the time for the tomatoes. So if you're interested in gardening, go ahead and find out which plants or which vegetables you can grow in what parts of the season. You have to make sure that you are planting the right plants in that time frame. You want to make sure that you're planting your tomatoes, cucumbers. Someone had mentioned to me that they wanted to grow some cucumbers. I was like, well, no, this is not the time for cucumbers. You're going to have to wait until spring to plant your cucumbers and have those for your summer. But that's one thing that you can do to begin to learn which plants and vegetables, fruits, whatever you plan on growing, grow in what times of the year. Get that down pat. I don't want to say anything to deter the young gardener, the new gardener, from gardening, because you bring all these hard things out that, I talk about the weeds. Well, yeah, weeds, they can be a problem, but that's just a part of gardening. And you see, it can be resolved in different ways. It might not be the conventional way. It might not be the right way, but it's my way. It works for me. So you find what works for you and do what works for you. So with all that said, I just want you to remember go ahead and don't put it on the back burner too long, because the time is evolving and these groceries are getting higher. And so I want everyone to be able to eat good, to enjoy going out and shopping in your yard. That is a marvelous feeling. If you don't have a big yard or even a house, if you have an apartment, just be able to go out and get something out of that you planted, that you grew, that you can feed to your family. In case you just couldn't get to the store that day, you got an onion. You don't need to drive to the store for an onion or a bell pepper or some garlic if you have a space for growing those types of things. So let's harvest some eggs, and then I'm gonna plant this garlic. I have a lot of things I want to do today, but I think harvesting eggs and planting garlic is probably gonna be, I'm not gonna say that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what all I'm gonna get done today. Because hey, things happen. We're gonna see. Hey, where there's a will, there's a way. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these eggs first though. Hello. Everybody get back. Everybody get back. I just came to get the eggs. Y'all the eggs. You got water. Hey, Blink, what you been up to? Huh? What you been up to, Blink? Been eating any eggs today? Huh? Oh, who is this in here? You trying to lay an egg or you sitting on the egg? Let's see. Don't you do anything. Oh, girl, you better get off of these eggs. Y'all, she in here sitting on 5 eggs. What, you warming them up? You keeping them warm for me? Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Did she see me coming? Did y'all tell her to go sit on those eggs so I couldn't get those eggs? Huh? What y'all hiding over here? I'll bring y'all back some shells. What about that? That a deal? Y'all can have the shell. We need eggs. Hey, girl. Okay, y'all on a roll with this 5 eggs yesterday, 5 eggs today. That's okay. That's good. Thank y'all. At least I didn't have any broken eggs or shells left that showed that someone has been eating the egg. So that's a good start. 5 eggs today. Okay, y'all, we got 5 eggs, so now we're gonna go and plant some garlic. Okay, so this is what the area is looking like now. This is what I covered the other day with the topsoil, to get rid of some of those weeds, to cover them up, keep them from looking so bad out in the garden. So today I have a bag of the Black Gold All-Purpose potting mix, and I'm going to pour it on top because this is what I want to plant in. I don't want to plant in that topsoil because, as you can see, it has a lot of sticks in it. And so I want a more fluffy, more rich mix to use like this. So this is what I'm going to put on top. That is nice and fluffy, and I'm just going to spread it on the top of this bed. And I'm going to mostly concentrate on this end of the bed because this is where the garlic is going to be. I think I just have enough garlic for this end. If not just for this end, I am going to try not to go all the way to the front. front, because this is the front of the bed, because it is facing the house, and it is where you will see what you will see if you come into the garden. That's the first part that you will see. And I don't know about you, but when I first walk into the garden, I don't want to see an eyesore. If it's something that is not right, put that on the back. You know, you try to fix it, but if not, in the meantime, put it on the back where you don't have to look at it all the time. That's the way I do it. So that's what I'm going to do to this bed. I'm going to put the garlic right here in case before it's harvested in June or July, it starts looking bad in this area. Then that's not going to be the first thing I have to see when I come out of the door, come to the garden. And see, I can put something up here like some, just for an example. I don't know if that's what I'm going to put yet, but I could put some colorful Swiss chard here. And you know the colorful Swiss chard, it lasts a lot of times year round. So I could put it there and, you know, let it look beautiful while I'm trying to get the rest of the bed straightened out. Hopefully it won't get captivated by weeds. I don't have a problem with a lot of weeds getting around the chard in the other areas I planted in. I don't know. We'll see. That's the only thing we can do. We can just work with it, try to, you know, do our best. But first, before I do all of that, I have to put some amendments in this bed. I don't have much, but I'm going to put what I have in here. I have a little fertilizer left, and it's just because I just have not wanted to take that long drive. I could order some offline. I guess that's probably what we'll end up doing. Go ahead and order some online. So I don't have a lot of amendments for this bed. Go all-purpose potting mix has some fertilizer in it. Also going to add some azomite. It's going to supply with some trace minerals. I guess when I was planting all those root vegetables, all my beets and carrots, I've used up all my bone meal, so I'm out of bone meal right now, so we will work with what we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my rake and just rake it in. And I have been soaking my garlic. The last garlic that I planted a month ago, I soaked it. And so I also soaked this garlic, I soaked it overnight. And I soaked it in some vodka. And I later added some fish emulsion. And I put the fish emulsion with a little water and poured it in. So these are some things that I've just seen lately. I have not tried this until this season, so I cannot tell you how good it works, but we will know later. But if you want to do your research and you decide to do this, you know, just be like taking a risk, because I don't know how well it works. So hopefully when June, July gets here, I'll have some huge garlic cloves to pull out. But this is a test. This is only a test. So we'll see how it works. I am going to pour this off though, and I guess I can just go ahead and pour it in the bed. I want to drain this vodka and this fish emulsion off. Gonna pour it out. I should have bought my colander out here, but I did not. So we just gonna pour it off. And this is the music garlic, and it is a hard neck variety. It's delicious too, y'all. So I want to grow a lot of this, so I'm just going to take them and stick them in the soil. There's nothing hard about planting garlic. Just go space them out and plant them. And you plant your pointy side up, and then that bottom part, let me bring it over close so I can show it to you. While I'm over here, I'm going to bring one of these nice size ones, because there are some nice size ones. Y'all look at this one. That's nice. Oh, that's too close. Okay, that side is going down, and this is going to be on the top. And as you know, I lost my spot where I was, so hopefully it was somewhere around this area, and I can just go ahead and put them in there. And you want them spaced out, but you don't have to have them too far apart. I think I'm spacing them, over spacing them. Mainly want to get them where they'll have room to make a nice size bulb, and you can, you know, guess about how much that is. I'm gonna definitely have to change my gloves when I finish this. This fish emulsion is what it says it is. It's fish. And I will come back later and mulch this. I don't have any mulch right now except some, I could round up some leaves. That's not going to happen today. Not, definitely not rounding up any leaves today. Mainly because I kind of got a late start today. Whenever I have somewhere to go before I get a chance to come to the garden, it throws me back. Because once you get back, you can't just come straight to the garden. At least I can't most of the time. It'll be something that needs your attention inside. And so I go ahead and take care of that. Well, the main thing that you have to just know that you plan to mulch. There's so many leaves back here. Hey, I can start back right here, just picking up some leaves and throwing them up here. There are a lot of leaves. It would not take long to gather up some leaves. I might do it. I might do it, since I'm seeing that they are very plentiful in my yard right now. I was about to do that one upside down. And so you see, I have not even gotten close to halfway of this bed right now. I still have a lot of space that I can come back and plant something. So since I'm putting garlic in this bed, I may even put some onions in this bed. That's probably what's going to go in this bed, onions with the garlic, since they will be ready to harvest close to the same time. So where I had planned, see, I planned on having all my onion and garlic back here at the back of the garden. But now onion and garlic is moving on up. But that's okay, because they are two of my favorite crops, onions and garlic. I love those two things. I love to eat them more than anything. Planting them are fun too, but I love to eat them. Okay, so that is it for planting garlic. Now I just need to go ahead and put my label on. And I already made me a label. So I got music garlic planted right here, which I don't think I would be forgetting that. Like I say, I love garlic. So I am going to mark it. I'm going to put it right here, since this is where I stopped off, I think. Right about along in here. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. I think I've stopped right here. I'll know when I see the video, and if it's further back then or further up, I'll move my mark. Okay, y'all, I just had to eat a lot of my words. I said, first of all, that I didn't have any mulch. Well, y'all, I got mulch. I got free mulch. I also said I wasn't about to go and gather any leaves up. I done went and got some. So, I retract all of that. Now, these leaves will work a whole lot better if you crush them. So, look, I'm fixing to crush them. You need to crush them better than that, but for right now, this is gonna be good enough. I'm just gonna pile some leaves in here on top. A lot of these probably are gonna blow away. But hopefully all of them won't blow away. What I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna water them in. So that's gonna help. So this is free mulch. This is going to protect my garlic throughout the winter months. Yeah, my hose would be a mile away right now, so let me get the hose and I'm going to go ahead and water this in. Getting those leaves wet will kind of weigh them down so the wind just won't blow all of them away. Now, what makes this mulch so great is I know what's on this. There are no pesticides out here. There's nothing on it. They're just organic leaves, just organic mulch. Sometimes you can buy some mulches that they have a lot of stuff in it, and you can tell that they have a lot of stuff in them because when you open the bag, you can smell it. Okay, so I think that is going to take care of our garlic for today. So let's see if we can get one more thing done. But first I want to show you all something. Okay, these are the bags that I ordered to cover my trees. They're plant covers. I'm calling them bags, but they are plant covers. And can't tell very much about from here, but that is what it looks like over your tree. And this is what they look like up close. And there are two of them. And this is the top, I think. Let's see. This is the top. This is the top. Y'all, you could easily make this if you had some fabric like this. But, because it's just two pieces of fabric put together. It's not really fabric. I don't know what to call it. I guess it would be fabric. But then there is a zip portion. There's a zipper on the side so that you could easily put this around your tree. I see mine is already coming like undone right here, but I guess it may go back together. The zipper is coming, it's not coming apart, but it's kind of separating. So yeah, I guess it is coming apart. Not supposed to be doing that, I don't think. But I ordered these from Amazon, and I'm gonna take it up there and see if it'll. Okay, when I bring it back down, it'll seem like it's doing what it's supposed to do. It is closing back up. So what I can do is, it would be good for a pretty tall tree. I think it goes up to a 7-foot tree. When I ordered it, I think I saw that. It don't have it here. Let's see. Okay, it has some stuff on there, but I'd have to start trying to use my calculator in my brain right now, and it's turned off right now. So I am not going to try to figure any of that out, but I think this goes up to like 7 feet. I'm like 5'7", and maybe 6 feet. But anyway, maybe 6.5. I don't know, maybe 7. But this is what they look like. So it has been dropping down to like 30 at night. It got to 30 last night. So I think I might go ahead. I just really did not want to have to pull those out until I really needed to. But if I have to wait till I needed to, it's probably going to be too cold. So I think I'm going to go ahead, pull 2 trees out and put this over. And yeah, let's do that. Y'all, look how beautiful that lemon tree is looking back in there. All those beautiful yellow lemons on it. I'm trying to figure out, do I need to go ahead and get those lemons off since they all done already turned yellow, or do I just leave them on there until I need them? Y'all, this is the first time I had lemons on a tree. I had lemon trees, but this is the first time I ever had lemons on them. So, I think I do. I think I need to go ahead and get them, because if I'm going to cover them up, then they'll just be underneath the cover. I don't want to have to come out here and pull the cover off every time I need a lemon. But if I take the lemons in the house, then they, you know, they looking like they keeping real pretty on the tree. If I take them in the house, they might start swiveling up. So they are perfect. They don't seem like they're about to fall off or anything. They're holding on. They are so beautiful. All right, but enough about that. Let's see if I'm going to... Y'all, I thought I left this Fuyu persimmon out. I thought I said that the Fuyu needed to stay out here and get... I guess maybe it needs to get cold. It just didn't need to get frozen or anything. So I think that's why I put it in here. But I am going to go ahead. I'm going to take this... It's hard to decide. Okay, the Fuyu don't have any leaves on it. So, yeah, it does. It has some right here. But that's below the graft union. So, I'm thinking that Fuyu persimmon is dormant. So, it may be fine. Yeah, it's dormant. This is dry. This is completely dry. That's dormant. So, I don't have to cover this Fuyu persimmon with this cloth. So, I don't have to put it in the running for who's going to get the cloth. That one that Myers Lemon is definitely going to get some cloth. It is just like, it's like my baby right now. But this is the one that, you know, I thought was dead. But y'all, this is the most expensive tree in here. I ordered this offline about 3 years ago. And this tree online was expensive. Now, the rest of these, I didn't pay a whole lot for them. But this one, yeah, this one was expensive. So it needs to have come back. Because, you know, I told you I thought it was dead. And it came back. It has these thorns on it that I always talk about. But I think the other one has those really, really bad thorns. That's that variegated lemon. But This one has some serious thorns on it, also small and large thorns. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put some. Even though I thought it was dead, I don't know if it's ever gonna give me any lemons. But I'm holding out hope for this one. I'm going to go ahead, and I wasted enough time talking about it and thinking about it. I'm going to give this one some cover. And I'm going to give that improved mild lemon some cover. So let's get one of the claws. And this should be simple enough to do, but I just want y'all to help me. Because I've never put one of these on before. Up until now, I just kind of let them fend for themselves. Okay, let me see if y'all can see what I'm doing. Nope, you cannot. So basically, all you want to do is just make sure that you get the tree completely covered. And then zip her up. Or down, because I'm zipping it down now, downward. Okay, so we want to protect those roots also. So we've got one covered. So now I'm going to have to go ahead and pull the other one out. I see my cover that fell on the greenhouse. So hope those chimes aren't bothering you all too bad. Now I got to get this improved mild lemon out of here. All my little strings that I had to hold my cover up has broken off. Just have to do it this way, do it the best way I can, and it's not that great. So I am going to pull this Fuyu persimmon out. And somebody in the house has started singing. Excuse the singing. It stopped. I don't know, it might start back up. Yeah, there you go. We're going in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to harvest these lemons. I thought about it. Now, there are some that I can leave on here because they still got some green on them. But the rest, all the ones that are completely, well, let me see. Let me go on here. Hold on, ain't nothing in here. Okay, I'm only taking 2 of the lemons. Y'all, they smell so good. Oh my goodness, they smell so good. It's tea time. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 and I'm gonna leave the rest because they did have a little green on them. So I'm gonna just get these 2. And now I still have to pull this tree out. And y'all, I was thinking about it. Maybe I could leave this tree out once I cover it. But I thought about it, and I said I think I just really wanted that added protection instead of just bringing it out, putting this cover on it, and leaving it out in the elements. Although it might not get that cold, I think our temperatures for the next few days. I think it's gonna get out like to 32. I'm gonna look again, and I might leave them out for a day or two. Because once it gets really, really cold, like down in the 20s, if it dips that low, I will take something, if it's nothing but a blanket or a sheet, and I will cover this entire greenhouse. So don't think that you have to run out and order some of these, because you do not. You can use things that you have in your house. If you have a lot of old sheets and, you know, something lightweight, I wouldn't want to use something that's going to get wet and weigh the tree down and break it. But if it is, you could get something like a stick, because there's ways to do things. You know, get a big stick, like those big stakes that I use, and put it around, and then have it where you drape it over your tree and not have it weighing your tree down. Do not put anything on it heavy and weigh your tree down, because I hate for your tree to get broken, lose a tree just because you're trying to protect it and lose it, you know, with something too heavy. So I am going to hopefully not break mine trying to get it out of this greenhouse. See, I don't like it in here because it is too tall to be in here. So let me very carefully get these out. I got those. Now I gotta get that tallest one, longest one out. See if I can get it covered. And it is going to end up being somewhat bent over. So I might need to go and get that stake. And then I can show you all what I'm talking about. Because this is not heavy though. This one would not be heavy. I'll show you all on another one later when I put a blanket or something over. I'll probably end up with a sheet instead of a blanket, because I need my blankets for the house, but I do have some extra sheets. I have extra blankets too, but I'm sentimental about every blanket I got. I one time decided I needed to get rid of some of them, and everyone else was like, no. I ended up piling them all back in the closet. So they won't be coming outside, but some of those sheets will come out and go over some of these plants. Let's get this fabric over this tree. I don't know, y'all. I wonder if this thing's gonna get heavy, if it got ice or something on it. Okay, we're back. We're getting a stake. Okay, so I went and got 2 stakes. I'm just gonna hammer it in. Enough so that I can drape this cloth over it. If this works. I don't have it in the best spot possible because I am going to have to move it. But I just want to see if it works, and then I'll worry about moving it later. Okay, so let's get this over the stakes. What I'm trying to do is to get the tree limbs underneath the. Probably would have worked out better if I had gotten 3, and if I had moved this out of the way. Do it as carefully as possible so that you won't break none of your branches off of your tree. The sun has moved around now and it's gotten to where it is shining directly on us out here. So hope y'all can see it. Okay, so now I've gotten it over the top. I don't have as much protection around the roots as I would like to have because this tree is so tall. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this stick, put the stake in the corner on this side and see if I can get the stake on the other side in the other corner. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. And then we'll zip it. Then you'll have room to kind of pull it. Hopefully you'll have some room where you can pull it over your container, since we do have this one in a container, because you might not have the tree that you have to protect in a container, so it might work out better for you. But then what you want to do is to just tighten it at the bottom. So let me show you where I tighten the bottom. There is a drawstring, and I just pull that drawstring at the bottom. Once you get your drawstring pulled, and got this little ball on here that you can put it where it will hold your drawstring in place. Okay, so I think that that's going to work pretty good. I still think I'm going to go ahead and slide both of those back inside of the greenhouse. So I think that's going to work perfectly. Okay, now I want to harvest me some of these turnip greens. Try to leave most of the soil inside the bed. I should have brought my knife out here so I could go ahead and trim this part off. But I'll just do it like that, just take and remove the soil off of it. Remove the yellow leaves too. I put them over here for the chickens. I'm just gonna harvest a few, just enough to eat, just for a small meal, because of the fact that it's getting late and I don't want to spend a lot of time working on these, but I do want some, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get them. Yeah, it wasn't too long ago when I came out here and looked, and there were no bottoms on these turnip greens. So y'all see how fast those bottoms can grow. I need to get rid of some of this soil. I'll wash these before I take them inside the house. Yeah, this one has, seems like this one should have had a big bottom on it, but it does not. But it's okay. It's all right. It's nice. I'll break that one off and give it to the chickens. Yeah, I just want to get enough that I can take in the house and pick them right quick and wash them and get them in the pot. Y'all probably think I eat greens a lot. Well, I do. I had greens last night. I had that bok choy. It was so delicious. I kind of like what I call smothered it with onions and cooked it down low until it was done. Seasoned it up nicely. And had it with some cornbread and sweet potatoes. And that's what my meals are a lot of times. And y'all, that's a very healthy meal. And it makes you feel so good. It don't weigh you down at all. And I still got some sweet potatoes left. So I'll heat some of those up. I baked the sweet potatoes. I'll heat some of the baked sweet potatoes and cornbread and have with this meal. The kids will have some chicken tenders with theirs, but they eat the greens too. They love greens. Oh, this is a nice one right here. It's not huge, but it's nice. Every time I pick turnip greens, I think about once I heard someone say that they eat the bottoms, but they don't like the tops, and they take the tops and feed them to the pigs. I could not believe it. Like, oh no. Okay, that's a nice one. Nice greens, nice bottom. Y'all know this is what I've been wanting. This is what I've been waiting for, these bottoms. Y'all said I was gonna stop. Oh, I think I'm about to get the whole batch. I wonder, do I have some more planted in here? I think I might need to come and throw some more seeds out here as soon as I get through harvesting these. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Go get those turnip seeds and come and just throw some in this bed if I already haven't thrown some in here. Uh-oh, I see a sign that says lettuce. So I think I may have tossed some lettuce seeds in here, but they have not shown up. So I'm gonna put some turnip green seeds in here. Cause I'm gonna need some more of these. Look at this one. Okay, I'm gonna wash these underneath the hydrants. The hose. And this is supper. Okay, so this is my harvest for today. Some turnip greens, the bottoms, and 2 lemons. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this video today and that you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already subscribed. And go ahead and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Did someone say they had something for the chickens?